Good evening, guys. Stay Weird 1993 here, or of course, if you know me from YouTube, it's Stay Weird 1993 vlogs, and welcome back. So we are back again with some more casual content. You may have noticed the stream name has changed because we have now reached our follower goal and gone beyond that. We have 21 followers now. So now. So now we've reached our 20 follower goal. The new follower goal is going to be 30, and we're going to keep pushing that until we get to the top end. And I'm really, really grateful to every single one of you that's dropped by this channel and spent the time. So if you remember last night, we finished our Ajara content. And now we're about to start the Visions of N'Zoth. So, sorry about that, guys. Just making sure we've got everything ready to go. So, yeah, got a new monitor. My new monitor arrived and my new keyboard today. Nothing spectacular. It's a Trust keyboard. But I just wanted a fancy keyboard, and I wanted a better monitor than the one I was using to work from home with. So what it's prompted me to do is actually go out and just buy a monitor. A nice Samsung monitor. It's just taking a while to get used to this new keyboard. So now we've got to go to an Unwelcome Advisor, which is the beginning quest for the Visions of N'Zoth quest line. Right, so we actually hit max last night. We hit our max level, which was awesome. But now we've got to start the grind of Visions of N'Zoth, horrific visions, our chests, our armor, our weapons, our dungeons. So we got to upgrade everything now. So our item level is only 312, which ain't great.
I'm afraid I have little to report, my king.
Then what is SI-7 doing, Shaw?
Let's have a look here.
Stormwind honors your service to the Alliance.
So we're going to get a cinematic now. This is where Rathian comes back.
You mean to tell me none of your spies have returned? N'Zoth is out there, and we need answers now!
We are doing all we can. Speaker Magni is coming, along with a new advisor. He claims to have information for us.
By the light, a new advisor. Rathian.
Anduin, it's been so
And there we... That's the money shot right there. Dragons.
I suppose I deserved that.
Oh, you deserve more than that. My father is dead because of you!
And my father is dead because of the old gods.
Touché. Touché.
God, he's come to help us. Nefarian the Earthwarder was once the protector of Azeroth, but N'Zoth turned a noble mind to madness, and now my father is only remembered as Deathling. And as I haven't the least desire to share that fate, I've been studying how to avoid it.
Just tell me how to prepare for this attack. Our armies
Will be useless. N'Zoth will strike here. He'll manipulate emotions, get people to act in ways
I always think that
contrary to
Anduin
their
looks
nature.
suspiciously like
You won't
Arthas.
be able to trust your senses, your memories, your friends.
I love this. I'm a huge Lovecraft fan.
What is real? If our perceptions cannot be trusted.
So, as a huge fan of H.P. Lovecraft, this is definitely up my street.
Don't you see, old friend? It's already begun.
Very well,
It's already
advisor.
begun.
Tell us how to stop him.
Well, what you want to do, buddy, is you get a big fucking beam of azurite and you fucking kamehameha that bitch into the ground. Am I missing anything? The Doomslayer. Yeah, the Doomslayer would probably do a number on N'Zoth, to be fair. But that said, N'Zoth is an outer entity. He is literally an old god. Now, I get the Doomslayer is a pretty good adversary. To be fair, I would like to see a fight between the Doomslayer and N'Zoth out just for science. Purely for science. Come on, Manduin, what are we going to do?
Greetings, friend. A king is only as noble as the causes he serves.
Well, that was a pleasant reunion. Champion, I will await you in Silithus.
Azeroth, sorry to spring that on you, lad. But before we go, I have a favor to ask. Back to work.
Fearbreaker. Though I was honored to have it bestowed upon me, I am relieved that you have come to claim it. I feel I was never able to live up to its legacy. Even Bane thought himself unworthy to wield it.
Nonsense, lad. I wouldn't have given it to you if you didn't deserve it.
Fearbreaker. Oh, the mace.
No, Magni. Fearbreaker belongs in the hands of a mountain king.
This is really cool. I don't remember this.
Be
Our
vigilant.
world needs us, champion. Fight for our world. For Azeroth. Oh, it's good to feel the heft of a hammer again.
It's because we've done this Horde side, isn't it? Because I've not done this Alliance
Come,
side.
champion.
I had no idea there was like there was I feel like I missed out on that. Like, it's just little tidbits of lore in the sense that like that where he gets Fearbreaker, where he receives Fearbreaker back. Like, that's cool. Like, that shit's interesting. Does this have feet that I can stand it on? Yes, it does. I've just got a new keyboard, so... Ah, okay, so... Let's just... Yeah, that's a lot better. So now I got to go to the Chamber of the Heart. How's your day been, though, man? Lord Arbiter, if you're still around, how's your day been? You been doing good, dude? Right, let's go. Been good? Ah, good, man. Good. That's what I like to hear, and I am not going to do that again. How did I manage that? I just, like, punched my headset by accident there. Hang on a second. Let's not do that. Oops. Oopsie. Let's get comfortable. We've got a long quest line ahead of us. Let's have a look here. Everyone in my guild's talking about food, and now I want Chinese food, and that's really not okay because I'm on a diet that I've put myself. I lost 3 pounds this week on my new diet that I've sort of worked out for myself, and now I want Chinese food. These guys are assholes. I had pizza last night. Jesus. I can't be doing this to myself. I'm literally destroying my life. Chamber of the Heart. Where are we going? What does Corridormi want? The end time. I suppose Borealis, and then from Borealis to Chamber. That's probably the quickest way. I'm glad everything's been good though, dude. That's what I like to hear. Bit of positivity in this crazy, stupid time that we're in at the moment. I need to... I'm an idiot. Silphus Portal's right there, and I'm like, where is it? I'm a dumbass. Do you know I realized that there was a video game that I wanted to play that's been out for several months that I didn't even know was out, and I wanted to play it, and it's Gears 5. I didn't realize that it came out, like, a year ago. And I feel really stupid.
Anduin spies couldn't find the Zoth. Have you had any luck yourself?
My Black Talon operatives have scoured the world to no avail.
I speak for Azeroth.
In my research,
Remember,
I
your
came
mother
across
has connected
references
the
to a
Chamber
place
of
called
Heart to all known
Nihilum,
Titan facilities
a
on
sleeping
Azeroth.
city of numberless crimes.
First things first,
Where only
let's make
dark
sure they're all
things
working
walk.
as intended.
So we're talking about Nyalotha here. Yeah, so...
Accessing facility. Designation Oldir. Facility dormant. Residual old god corruption within acceptable parameters. Accessing facility. Designation Oldemon. Discs of Norganon intact. Records of unauthorized access not found.
It is not knowledge that N'Zoth seeks. The rise of
Accessing
Nyalotha would
facility.
erase all that
Designation
we once were.
Ulduar. Forge of Wills currently operational. Communication protocol terminated by Keeper Mimilon.
I suppose he's annoyed we interrupted his work.
Accessing facility. Designation Uldum. Error. Forge of Origination currently inactive.
Inactive? What happened to it?
Unable to determine root cause of deactivation.
I think we can all safely assume what this
This
root
is
cause
not good.
might be.
Let's have a look here then. Going to play some Terraria tomorrow because it's a really good up. Oh, Terraria's been updated? Cool. I didn't know that.
Well met. Our world
We've got lots of content to do on here in terms of we have just hit cap on this character, which means we've got so much to do in terms of gearing, etc. Oh, well, there was an update? That's cool, though. I didn't know there was an update. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so out of the loop with it. Oh, we already have Crucible of Flame. So now we gotta meet Magni Bronzebeard at the Halls of Origination in Oldham. And we gotta do that really... I didn't know you played it. Terraria, I don't anymore. I played it many years ago. Many years ago I played Terraria. God, we're going back to 2010? If that. Anyway, a long time ago. A bunch of people I used to hang out with online, they all played Terraria, and one of my friends gifted it to me way back then. It's not my kind of thing, which is why I didn't play it much. But I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a productive weekend like me, drinking beer and playing World of Warcraft and fighting imaginary old gods. Basically, at the moment, we've got to start the quest to get our cloak, our legendary cloak, which we can upgrade, which is really cool. I actually like that feature of this X-Back. I like the fact we have a legendary, like just this upgrade system, and I really oh shit. So, let's carry on with what we were doing. My phone keeps going off and I'm like, ugh. Not ugh because people are talking to me, but ugh because I'm like... I'm one of those people that I hear my phone go off and I have to check it. Like, I get really obsessive about that. Like, not because I'm obsessed with my phone. Don't get me wrong, it's not that at all. Like, I can live without my phone. Anyone who knows me personally will know that I got reported missing, and that's because I let my phone die on a night out once, because I didn't charge it before I went out. And I was, at the time, I was single, and I stayed over at a lady's house, and nobody knew where I was. My family called the police. You never have your phone on. I don't blame you, dude. I have my phone on just in case, of course, Chloe downstairs. Because she's downstairs 2 flights of stairs. If she needs to contact me about the girls, you know, something's wrong with Beatrice, something's happening, you know, I need to be able to know. So my 2 daughters, you know, obviously I need my phone because of them. If I had my way, I probably wouldn't even bother with my phone, except I do take a lot of selfies for Instagram, so... I'm going to say, it's like, I can't really knock social media and phones. I mean, given that I... literally use I stream, which is kind of social media-y. I have Instagram. I can't complain. Like, I am a consumer of social media. What I can complain is the over-monitoring of said social media. I can complain about that, and I will complain about that. The fact that workplaces can use your social media posts against you at work bothers me. Because what if let's just say that I have a problem at work, okay? I don't, but let's just hypothetically say I have an issue at work with a certain member of staff. Let's say me and my colleague, manager, whatever, aren't getting on. I write something on Facebook about that, not calling them out specifically, because that would be silly. But me going, I'm really not happy about this, I'm really pissed off about this. They can then use that against you and potentially fire you for that. I get it, but it just feels wrong that my private life can be intruded on by my job. You know? It just doesn't feel good. Knowing that, like, because of the interconnected world that we live in now, you could be in trouble for something you say on social media to do with your job. Now, I'm not talking about if someone's, like, openly being racist or sexist or homophobic or transphobic, you know, on the internet. Then you deserve to be called out. You know, I totally believe in that you should be allowed to say whatever the hell you want, freedom of speech-wise. You can say literally whatever you want in my eyes, but that doesn't mean you're not responsible for what you say. To me, that means you are responsible for everything that you say. If you say something that's not good, and there are social consequences of saying what you said, then you're just going to have to live with that. However, the fact that workplaces can use it to punish you doesn't feel great.
Over here, champion. I think I found who took control of the forge. Fight for our WoW. I'll return to the chamber and start figuring out our next move.
Yeah, you do that, Magni.
We can't afford to lose the forge again. Do whatever it takes to protect it.
Just gonna pour myself another beer. I mean, apple juice. There we go. Very nice. Some Freedom IPA.
Oh, it's been ages since I've held a hammer in my hands. Feels good to be back in the action.
Did you hear that? Magni likes it when he holds his hammer.
You dare defile this place with the curse of flesh?
Ooh woo.
You stand before the Amethyst!
These guys hit pretty hard. I have not obviously geared, so I'm gonna say that we're probably gonna struggle here. If we do, I'm just gonna run some dungeons anyway, so.
Too far away. You stand before the Amethyst!
Apparently I stand before the Amethyst.
Like we'll have to fight our way through. Let's get moving.
We'll give this an attempt. I have a feeling we're probably going to need to run dungeons to catch up our gear. So I remember doing this on my warrior a few weeks ago now. On my horde warrior.
I need to
And this was a
target something
pain in the
first.
ass. I think it was my warrior. Yeah, it was my warrior. I remember because I was on stream and I was embarrassing myself. Bad news about Doom Eternal for PC. What's the bad news, man? I wanted to get Doom Eternal. I haven't heard the news myself, so do enlighten me when you can. I'm guessing there's a PC port delay.
Wait, see those statues? The Amethet must have reactivated the Forge's defenses. We'll have to turn them off before we can cross. The controls should be down below.
Ah, spies on the computer system. I mean, anti-cheating is fine, but it depends on what they're looking at. If they're specifically targeting making sure you don't cheat in the game, fine. But also, like, they really, really shouldn't be over-monitoring people, because that is not good. That's, I mean, no likey that. I like having some privacy on the internet. Like, not that I look at anything dodgy, but, you know, it's none of their business.
I do not have a target. I require a target.
I'd say it depends on the... I think reasonably it's to do with how much they're going to be spying. Depends on whether it's a sensationalist article, you know.
These stones have tales to tell.
Which means if a hacker breaks the anti-cheat system, they can hack into...
I need
Ah,
to
crap.
target something first.
Oh, yeah. That's not great.
I am out of range.
I'm going to be honest, that doesn't sound great. But then again, I suppose it depends on if it's being used for the right purposes. I can get behind it. If it's being misused and it gets misused in that way, then you're screwed. Like, you're in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, it's not good. It's not a good idea. I mean, anti-cheat systems are fine, but depending on what it has access to. Grasping Tendrils. Ah, this is my corrupted gear. I keep forgetting corrupted gear has these affixes, but corrupted gear is still pretty good.
The forge is ours, trespassers!
We're gonna do some dungeons. Has access to everything. No, I don't like that. How about if you're gonna make an anti-cheating system, you actively monitor what I'm doing in your game, and beyond that, it's my business. If you spot cheating in game, and you know, you should have access to anything. What it should be protocols, i.e., if you detect this kind of file is in use, you can identify the file.
Too far away.
But then it would still require access to everything. It's how that information is used. If it's for indexing and to find out if you have the cheating software installed, then it's not being misused. But if that information does get misused, then you got a problem.
Azeroth cries out in pain. I require a target. The Watcher is not yet complete. I need more time. I must get closer.
See, my item level isn't great, so...
Activated.
I'm not expecting a miracle here. I might not make it. We'll see. I haven't died so far. Well, I have once, but that was because I screwed up.
I need to target something first.
These guys hit pretty hard. Ah, I suppose so, yeah. Well, the thing is, even if they scanned your Xbox of files, it's very limited to what you can store on an Xbox. And also, I suppose it depends on what can it see and what can't it see. Is there rules around what's in encrypted files? And things like that.
Unauthorized life forms detected. Commencing purge.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
It depends how sophisticated the software is, too. I imagine there's rules around what they can and can't access, but it doesn't sound particularly good. If someone gets in the back door and uses it for the wrong reasons, then that's not a good idea.
Forge. Compromise.
The Amethyst can make their own Watchers. We'll have to worry about that later.
I mean, there's got to be rules around, like, for example, data protection, the
Let's take
GDPR.
lift up to the control chamber.
If you don't consent to certain...
What the? The power's been shut off. Hang on, I'll get us access to the conduits. I do not have a target.
Again, it depends on how GDPR falls with it as well, in terms of legality. think I just went the wrong way. Yeah, a forced download. I mean, yeah, it probably is like written into the software as an update, but then it depends. How do I phrase this? So, having something that can access those files isn't inherently wrong, because it needs to be able to detect the software. But if that is then misused for the wrong reasons, then that is when it becomes a problem.
Look! Some of the consoles here are still active. If we can figure out which one controls the lift, we can reroute power to it and get it working again.
I must get closer. Too far away.
If hackers break in, yeah, exactly. That's the problem. If it depends on what they this is the two-way street. I can see why they're doing it. I'm just not saying I agree with it.
Mana is needed. I need mana first.
That's what I mean. That's the problem. If the hackers do break in, then that's when you've got an issue. We're just going to clear the room first. Oh yeah, I'm going to say a lot of people probably aren't very happy, to be honest. And I can see why. It depends on what its uses are. And in terms of, exactly, it puts you in a predicament because if it's misused, then it's a huge problem.
I am out of range.
If it isn't misused, then you know, no harm, no foul. But most of it doesn't sound great. I'm not saying I would be okay with it, and it's gonna change my opinion on whether I buy it probably or not. They should have the anti-cheat software really server side rather than computer side. But I suppose then it depends on how that works with what they're trying to detect. So we haven't actually done any of this yet, so it's good for us to... Because I want to get my cloak, and obviously I want to get started on the journey of max level. It's been a long time since I've tanked at max level, never mind done it on a prop Paladin. Xbox, keep your computer safe. Well, yeah, man. It's a fair point.
I must get closer.
Ah! This is the lift's console. If we reroute the power here, we can get her running.
I require a target.
So to get the power to this through a conduit. Hey there, how's it going, dude? Tickle my pickle, how's it doing? How's it going, my man? Thanks for stopping by again. This is like this hallway puzzle used to, when I first did this, it pissed me off. I say I'll have to look into it. I haven't actually bought Doom yet, so I don't even have an active live membership, I don't think, for Xbox. I don't know. So now we gotta...
That
Yeah.
should do it.
Sun Prophet Ten Hamen.
Flesh cursed. Your kind are unworthy of the Titan's gifts.
Good, good, good man, cool. So this is the Sun Prophet Ten Hamen. This is the guy who kept killing us when I did this on my warrior a few weeks back. So can we do it on the Paladin without having to fucking...
You have tainted this place long enough. Fall before the amethyst. Time and again, you have failed to protect the Titan's works. Now you will burn.
Face away when he casts Blinding Radiance, that's the one.
I grow tired of this ruse.
Hey, Mr. Tom UK93, how's it going? Oh crap. And he turned into a squiddy man. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Tom. How's it going? Glad you guys are all doing good. How's your Saturday going? I mean, I know we'd all rather be out getting blindo drunk, no doubt, but you know. That's what I'd rather be doing anyway. Do I survive this? This is a good question here. No, no, no. Oblivion Wave. No, 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 no. Ah, mate, that's not cool. Heal, heal, heal. Working first week since furlough. On the run trying to forget about it. Mr. Tom UK. Ah, you see, I haven't been remote working. Oh, we did it first time. Nice. I have now been working from home. So I've been working from home now, doing what I do. Oh, here's Nazoth being spooky. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Champion, are you there? Thought we lost you for a second.
Thanks, Magni. Let's have some more ale.
Minions are inside the forge, and this is worse than we thought.
Right.
We have to hurry.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, I'm working on remote. I'm currently remote working. I haven't got my phone yet. And I've also been drinking rum to forget about it. Good old Kraken. Which Chloe bought me for our anniversary and it's nearly all gone. And we've got some Captain Morgan's gold rum downstairs, which is also nearly all gone. I've got 2 cans of Stone's Bitter in the fridge that I really don't fancy drinking. This is the last of my Freedom IPA that I bought, so... What I need is one of them Corp Blue Pints. Does anyone know while it's closed because of quarantine? Does anyone know anywhere where I can illegally purchase corp coloured pints, like from a corp pint dealer or something? That'd be cool. Just gonna cut this part for YouTube just a second.